最近几年中国在全球新闻上频频刷脸，而且正面新闻是越来越多。这在西方控制的全球舆论体系中是很难得的变化。这并不是他们对华变得友善了，而是中国靠着自己的努力，硬生生用实力赢得了尊重。再加上美国最近狗粮断供，川普胡作非为，不仅失去了道德高地，也更加凸显中国强大实力等等的原因，最终导致舆论上的变化，也让西方社会公众对华印象转变。最近就有一个外国博主注意到了这一变化，发了一期视频聊这个话题。相关视频我放在节目后半段。在我成长的过程中见过很多西方舆论对于中国的造谣抹黑，荒诞无耻程度让人无语。但是我始终对于未来中国形象在世界的改变充满着信心，因为我相信全世界所有人，爱也好，恨也罢，他们其实都共享着一套底层逻辑，那就是慕强。从我们个人生活出发，只要你变得足够的强大，那么所有人都会对你和颜悦色，你会发现身边遇到的都是好事。而一旦你混得差，非常的落魄，没有人会同情你，周围人对你都是嗤之以鼻，毫不在意。而且你会目睹更多的尔虞我诈、欺骗、背叛等等人性丑恶现象。底层人之间的竞争是螃蟹爬桶的效应。桶里的螃蟹只要有一只爬得不错，有望整天就会有其他的螃蟹把它给扒了下来。一个人想要进步，就要付出巨大的代价，而付出无数的心血和努力，即便有所成就，换来的大概率也并不是真心的认可、祝福。但是如果这个人他并没有停下脚步，而是继续的努力，和周围人的差距越拉越大，直到最终形成一个巨大的鸿沟，让身边所有人都难以挽起项背，让他们这一辈子，甚至包括未来10辈子都赶不上。那这个时候对于强者的评价就会从之前的敌意、吐槽和不屑，转变为彻底的臣服和友好，而且他们会想方设法和强者攀上关系。这是人性最基础的本质之一。我们如果再从国家的角度来看，其实底层思维也是一样的，因为国家最终的决策依旧掌握在个人手里。我们当初被人瞧不起，那是因为我们的实力不够。尽管心里不舒服，但是说实话，你也必须得认。实力原则是世间一切万物的基本原则。就像今天的我们是绝对不可能容忍阿三黑咖喱跟我们平起平坐一样，看到黑。
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance. Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course, although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works. One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you. There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself. Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing. Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave? Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
平起平坐一样。看到黑咖喱的狂言，我们会问一句：凭什么？你配吗？当初西方对中国的鄙夷，其实也是基于一样的道理。这几年国内有个现象，那就是巴西牛排大行其道，比10年前更多。那并不是因为我们的国力比以前更弱了，其实是我们更强了，而且强了很多。当年我花了几只小妹只能在东莞电视厂采访了几个员工，他们接触不到厨余垃圾，所以牛排相对较少。而今天我们强大了大批的外国人来华混日子，国内接受教育的年轻人也在变多。通过互联网发展、畜牧等等诸多的条件，创造了更多跟洋垃圾打交道的机会。而当年没有条件遇到老外，但是打交道的机会。当年没有条件遇到老外，但是具备牛排潜质的准牛排，今天可以充分的释放牛排天性，所以遍地都是。那至于为何有牛排基因的马桶在神州大地上如此之多呢？说到底还是国力的不一。虽然我们已经很强，但是你并不是第一名。在奥运会上，100个亚军也顶上一个冠军。我们取得很多的中国冠军，可是又有谁记得几个站在这？
Let us not dawdle. Is there money to be made? What a peculiar thing. I always have a backup plan.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. Keep your wits about you. Let us not dawdle. I always have a backup plan.
See, right there.
That's how it's done. I always keep my options open.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
In the empty space, sun has hit his face. Nothing to be heard, there's no your hey how. I see your girl post a bill, so I yell at the deal.
5月18日，俄罗斯滨海边疆区埃马尔湾发现一只没有生命迹象的老虎，这不禁让人感到诧异，老虎怎么会死在海里呢？在滨海边疆区检察院的倡议下，将对这只老虎的死因进行调查。5月10日。
他们旁边的样品的。所以中国老二的位置，首先的确有用，毕竟任何老大都有当老二的必经之路。但是现阶段用处又不大，因为老二阶段中国还没有正式毕业。我相信当年美国还处在世界老二时，美国牛排对于英国男人的喜爱一定是比今天的中国牛排更加狂热的。毕竟中国文化中本质上还是内敛的，而西方崇尚个人自由，他们的狂野那可是无法无天的。现在中国一直在发展强大，技术也逐渐变得领先。中国制造从最低级的服装玩具到今天的电动汽车半导体，而在军事方面，我们也经历了从歼七 PKF-22到今天歼15跨越阵风的转变。我不相信在中国不断取得成功的同时，我们的外部形象依旧那么的糟糕，这是不可能的。哪怕西方有意的在打压，可是它也无法垄断一切，因为中西方的交流始终是存在的，一定会有人知道中国正在发生什么。而当一个人知道了他和别人进行交流时，就会把信息扩散，那挡是挡不住的。所以今天全世界对华形象一定程度的改观，它是一个水到渠成的历史必然。我们从小就听说过日本人在全球口碑都很好，西方人很喜欢日本，你是不是觉得荒诞呀？日本人可是2战的战犯呀，他们是实施大屠杀的刽子手，手上沾满了鲜血，是罪恶的化身，怎么可以被全世界尊重喜爱呢？那这说明了什么？说明了至少形象和口碑这种事情变化是常态，可以从最差变最好，也可以从最好变最差。那只要你变了，外界评价就会跟着改变。至于变好还是变坏，那要看你做了什么，自身发展强大到什么程度。
Gotta go, I'll call you back.
Hey Phil, can you come move your utes? About 800 mil?
有人说日本人在外懂礼貌，素质高，这些其实都是屁话。几十年前日本大妈横扫全球，被全世界骂的情况，今天绝大部分人是不知道的，也懒得去管。而日本大妈没素质的时候，比中国大妈可严重多了呀。小鬼子当年也被全世界嫌弃的要死，那和今天的待遇完全是两个极端。所以无论是实力原则，还是人性特点，又或者是现实例子参考，我们都可以得出一个结论：中国的形象正在逆转，变得越来越好，是无法阻挡的大势。虽然今天还没有达到最理想的状态，但是随着中国的综合国力未来超越美国，登顶全球 No.1， 我们的形象口碑超过美国、日本是一定发生的事实。其实现在也有很多的调查可以看出这个趋势。根据皮尤研究中心的最新数据显示，尽管仍有77%的受访者对中国持负面态度，但是与此前相比，持非常负面观点者的比例是大幅的下降，较去年骤降了10个点，至33%。不仅如此，现在也只有32%的美国人将中国定义为敌人，远远低于去年创纪录的42%。而更多人倾向于把中国视为竞争者或者合作伙伴。那这样的数据变化也直观地反映出美国人对华态度的转变。短期看，我们的舆论困境依旧会存在，但是长期来看，会有非常大的惊喜在等着我们。中国下一代会非常的幸福，他们长大之后将会享受过去和今天几代人努力打下的硕果。接下来的5年会有几个扭转中国形象和口碑的关键节点，或者说DeepSeek 时刻。例如统一台湾、光刻机搞定、核动力航母诞生、核武库公布且数量超过2000枚，以及中国载人登月等等。中国只要按部就班，10年、20年后，美国公民今天在世界横着走的待遇，就是未来中国公民的待遇。好了，接下来我们看看这个外国博主是怎么说的。
We seem to be witnessing a shift in public opinion about China. It's going on in the United States and also globally as well. In this video, I'll talk about how we know this and why it might be happening. I've talked before on this channel about consistent bias against China in public discourse and in the media. In fact, I remember back in 2005, 2 decades ago, when I was a graduate student at NYU, one of my professors, Joanna Whaley-Cohen, saying to the class, try looking in the New York Times for a positive story about China. It's very difficult to find one. So it's quite a surprise that right now it looks like journalists at the New York Times are leading the charge in the other direction. I'll get to that in a moment. First of all, I want to say that the start of this trend was spotted a few months ago on Sinica podcast by Kaiser Kuo and his guest, Jeremy Goldkorn. This was an episode which came out on February the 3rd called Is the US Experiencing a Narrative Shift on China? They discussed all kinds of possibilities, including the affection of young people in the US for TikTok and the phenomenon of large numbers of people migrating onto the Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu, where they were able to communicate directly with Chinese users. There's also been the shock realization that yes, China is actually quite good at innovation, with recent revelations about Chinese EVs and of course DeepSeek. Interestingly though, they suggested that the biggest reason for the shift might actually be changing views of the US itself. Here's what Jeremy Goldkorn had to say on this.
Me, I think the vibe shifts in recent months, perhaps the biggest driver is Trump and a few different aspects of Trump. On the one hand, you know, most of the world is rather horrified by the prospect of another 4 years or another 40 years of his leadership and the uncertainty that it brings and the coarseness, the aggression, the every country for itself attitude, the meanness and the nastiness, and that makes the Communist Party seem rather nice in comparison.
Imagine them being viewed as benign.
That's right.
And indeed, a shift has clearly been happening over at the New York Times in the op-ed writings of the high-profile veteran journalist and leading voice of liberal punditry, Thomas L. Friedman. First, the contrast. Here's what he said in 2022 in an op-ed called How China Lost America. As the New Yorker's China expert, Evan Osnos, pointed out in October, in 2012, 40% of Americans had an unfavorable view of China. Today, more than 80% do, according to the Pew Research Center. To appreciate how badly China has lost America, you could start with this question to Beijing. How is it that you had the biggest, most powerful lobby in Washington, and it didn't cost you a penny, and yet you blew it? I want to see the Chinese people thrive. It's good for the world, but they're going down the wrong track today. And when 1/6 of humanity makes a wrong turn in our still very connected world, everyone will feel their pain. Now, that attitude really seems to have changed. Here's the title of one of his op-eds from April this year, in which he waxes lyrical on the stupid.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Over there.
keep your wits about you.
Just a minor setback.
Year in which he waxes lyrical on the stupendous advances China has made in tech in comparison to the US.
Let us not dawdle.
He also argues that the best thing America can do now is invite the Chinese in and learn as much as possible from their technology. Incidentally, this is the same argument which James Werner at the Quincy Institute was making a year earlier.
I think actually the best solution would be to bring Chinese companies and produce in the United States, and then we should steal their IP.
Werner was vehemently criticized at the time for saying that.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
Success is the only outcome I accept. I'll learn from this mistake. I always keep my options open.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis.
I owe you a debt. Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Let the blood flow! What is this foreboding? On it. Not the scryer's job. But of course. Was it you? Or...
Mere pain won't stop me. Didn't even flinch.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. Rejoice in battle! Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I bring ruin. I'm here, maggot. Show me what you've got.
Death to the weak. Chaos guides me.
I am your doom.
Out of my way. I'm still standing. Just barely. I don't need luck. I have strategy. On it. Who, if not me?
Now you're clad in scarlet. I'm afraid not.
I will do like you. Someone else can do this.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
I know what is to come.
That's not the Seneschal's job. It will be done. Let's see how they respond to this. I'll pass. Absolutely not. I don't have time for this. My tactics are flawless.
High momentum.
Cover me. Will do.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! I refuse.
Crush the feeble.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Emperor, protect the fallen! Faith without deeds is worthless. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
The brink of agony.
If I may? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
At your beck and call. Indeed. Forge ahead! Nothing I can... Another clean strike!
Such is the will of chaos.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
I'll drag you under the keel for that!
Strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak. Rejoice in battle!
Time to slaughter someone. Ah! Let's get to it.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me! That is foolishness. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. I'll pass. Brace yourself, Abelard. It will be done. At your beck and come on to your target. I'd rather not. Suits my purpose.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
as it should be.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries. Is there money to be made?
Argenta, don't you find it difficult to be without your sisters? You are a soldier without a squad.
I will fight alongside my sisters again, but my present fate is not a burden to me. No matter where I go or who I am with, I bring death to heretics. That is what matters.
I always get the job done. Keep your wits about you. Let us not dawdle.
What's up, my girl?
What's up, Daddy? But I see your face. Я любила тебя.我参加了当日这个观察，法国国王第10次亲身观察高达2000多次光时间。
What, bro?